Let's talk about your health now. If you're coughing, sneezing, and sick, your gut instinct may be to take a couple of Tylenol to feel better. But one local expert says there are other steps you can take to avoid or fight colds and flus naturally. Joining us this morning is Dr. Josh Rubinstein from Bastyr University in Kenmore to tell us more about this. Doctor, welcome. Glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
I just read the Centers for Disease Control just saying that we haven't had a bad flu season to date, but that we're really going to come into it, it looks like, in February. So that being the case, tell us the best ways that we can cope with the common cold and the flu.
There's a lot that can be done on your own to keep from getting sick in the first place. You know, one of the things that we think about with naturopathic medicine is what are you doing to establish the foundation for health? So what is your sleep like? How much stress are you under? As you probably know, we're all under a tremendous amount of stress these days, and if you can reduce that, that's going to go a long ways towards keeping from getting sick.
So Bastyr is known for its natural medicine. So let's talk about some of those other ways to prevent. I mean, overall good health is certainly critical for us. But what about some other ways that you see working?
Well, so with diet, for instance, one thing we talk about is eating all the different colors of the rainbow. We tend to eat a lot of white and gray colored foods in this culture. But when we think about different colors, we're talking about carotenoids and different nutrients that can actually really boost your immune system. So potentially taking a good multivitamin, eating a variety of different colors in your diet can be a great way to supplement your immune function.
Once and for all, I mean, can we clear the air on echinacea? Is that something that works or not?
Absolutely, but the thing I've seen with echinacea more than anything is that you have to use enough of it soon enough. So really, I think about using echinacea in that first day you're starting to feel cold symptoms. After your second or third day, it's probably not going to give you a lot of benefit.
Talk about some other ingredients and things that you can eat that can at least kind of maybe clear up some of the symptoms of a cold once you're suffering with it and you're trying to get through the day. Yeah,
well, one of my favorites is horseradish. And you can't get it from a jar in the store. It's not quite the same. You have to get the fresh root and you peel it, you chop it up, and you blend it with some apple cider vinegar and some honey. And even in just blending that horseradish up, if you inhale the fumes, you'll feel your nose start to open and your eyes start to water a little bit. And then for anyone who's had sushi and has had a little bit of wasabi, you feel your nose open up even more if you eat some.
Oh, that's a natural way I've not heard of before.
Yeah, okay. It's easy, it's cheap.
And just kind of clears the sinuses there. Talk to me a little bit about just some of the other common things that we should keep, in the forefront. We obviously know wash your hands, and I think we're told wash your hands so they're almost raw in the winter just to kind of keep germs. But do you see that people are kind of following now some of the protocol for colds, how to cough into the sleeve and things like that, how to keep hands clean, et cetera, just basic hygiene?
Basic hygiene is essential. You know, washing your hands as much as possible, especially after using the restroom, obviously, and coughing into your sleeve and all that. You know, the other piece I would say for the consideration of your colleagues is if you're sick, I generally tell my patients to stay home for one day after they feel better, because that way you're less likely to pass on illness to others.
That wouldn't work in our newsroom here. Everybody comes in when they're sick, let alone the day after they're not feeling well. But anyway, that is good advice. Just a lot of people won't stay home. Dr. Josh Rubinstein from Bastyr, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Some of that advice we needed, because like I said, we're not out of the woods yet with the cold and flu season. All right.